It's a different day with different worries and lots of political occurrences in Nigeria. Nigeria is a country great for its deeds, leaders and people, but it will never be not associated with lots of political chaos that has refused to go off from the country's political periphery over time. My name is Angelo, and this is your most preferred YouTube channel, Nation Voice Tower. I'm here with the updates for today. First of all, I would like to expose that the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, over time has not lived up to expectations due to various activities that are uncalled for, illegal, and are actually not worthy of a commission such as that occurring in those places over a long period of time. To that effect, some off-cycle elections were conducted in Imo State, Bayelsa State, and Kogi State respectively. But results have been out, winners have been announced, but there are lots of discrepancies that have been found in these results sheets within these three states. Given a little and a very, very mega or concise sample population and location, INEC yet failed to deliver once more this year. Why? Evidences have erupted from the just concluded off-cycle elections in Kogi State. Evidences exposing Nigeria's electoral body, INEC, as it changes figures of accredited voters in Kogi State in the governorship elections that took place in Kogi State on their IREF portal. This is uncalled for. This is a disgrace to the Nigerian electoral system. This is another disgrace to the whole government at large, because if appointments were done based on credibility, based on merit, and based on other positive criteria, then I think we should be able to stand up as a country and answer our name as the giant of Africa. But with this, I don't think Nigeria is going to be taken serious in any world gathering anytime soon, because this has shown us a high level of impunity, injustice in our nation. I would like to expose INEC in this particular part. Results have been uploaded, and different results uploaded on Saturday are not the same results found on the IREF on Monday. This is very, very bad. This is the same thing that happened during the presidential elections in February 2023, on the 25th day of February 2023, and we have not yet grown past this. So let's unveil this secret together. INEC will be ashamed of this. Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, the chairman of the commission, should be ashamed of himself and his commission over time. The commission under his tutelage has failed to meet up to expectations. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has begun to change the figures of accredited voters displayed on its result viewing portal, IREF, for the Kogi State governorship elections. The adjustment of the figures by INEC came a few hours after sources reported that there were discrepancies as to the number of accredited voters captured by the bimodal voter accreditation system, BVAS, and the ones contained on the uploaded manual electoral result sheets in some polling units in Kogi State. For example, as you can see on your screen, according to information obtained by its sources on Saturday, the number of accredited voters captured by the bimodal voter accreditation system machines, BVAS, at LGEA School, a Yindulu 3 polling unit in Ekaroro, Idobanyere ward of Adavi local government area was 210. However, another check on Monday showed that the figure has allegedly been changed to 441. Another event occurred at Abadagi Street 3 polling unit in Ogaminana ward, Adavi local government area. The figure displayed by IREF on Saturday was 240, but it has now changed to 758 on Monday, while the manual result sheet still contains 760 figures for accredited voters. Sources earlier reported that these discrepancies were found in some polling units in Okene, Adavi, and Okeyi local government areas of the state. For instance, Ohiana Farm Settlement polling unit, Onyukoko ward in Okene local government area, IREF, displayed 202, an indication that only 202 voters were captured by beavers during Saturday's election. But temporarily and controversially, 535 were manually recorded as accredited voters at the polling unit with 530 valid votes. In another polling unit in Onyukoko ward, IREF shows that 217 voters were accredited on Saturday, 11th November 2023, but the manual result sheet contains 638 accredited votes with 630 valid votes. All right, that was the expose there, and I would love to say that those votes that were changed, or those discrepancies that were found, we are not saying when you add them to whoever came as a runner-up or whoever came as a second runner-up, it will make up for the votes that Chief Usman Ododo garnered during the elections, if legitimately or illegitimately. But this has shown you that there was a high level of foul play during this electoral process. This has shown you that the electoral process was not free, fair, and credible. This alone should serve as a red flag for any electoral body that is planning to announce results if it was not perpetrated by them. So the INEC should be once more ashamed of itself. I would say a very big sympathy goes to Chief Murtala Ajaka of the SDP, and my own sympathy, so heartfelt sympathy, goes to Dino Melaye, who they have been calling a drama king all along. I saw the post on the wall of Femi Fani-Kayode, one of the cronies, abandoned cronies of Bola Ahmed Tinubu from the APC. He rained all sorts of derogatory words and insults on Dino Melaye. I hope to hear that reply from Dino very, very soon. Secondly, I would love to speak on the ongoing strike. It has happened and it is going viral. It is becoming deadly. What am I trying to say? Not just that the NLC is on strike, the Nigerian Labour Congress, but it has implemented, or it has adjured all its bodies or all its affiliate bodies to quickly implement this strike with immediate effect, so that the pain will be felt by everybody in Nigeria, including lawmakers and the presidency. How am I trying to put this across? The Parliamentary Staff Association of Nigeria, PASAN, has shut down the National Assembly in compliance with the directives of the Nigerian Labour Congress of a nationwide strike action. This happened today, and I would not mince words about this. If they have courageously closed down the National Assembly, that means the country can no longer walk. Please watch this video so you could see for your eyes what I saw when I watched the video that had the evidence of the National Assembly being closed down.
Yes, I don't think. I know that but they allow them to the other day, they don't allow them.
Yes, and this is it is funny. You know why? Because I feel the NLC is trying to teach the federal government a lesson. I just hope it is not another cameo. If the NLC goes by this, that means the federal government has to go by their demands in order to meet up, so that the country can work again. And trust me, the country must work. The country must work. But sadly, this strike is indefinite. So I want to see the way the federal government, Femi Gbajabiamila, I want to see how he will solve this particular issue. He has been, trying to show that he is so intelligent around the president and all that. Let us see how far this goes, okay? I told you that frustration would come. I told you that suffering would come on these people, and they will find a way to resolve this issue, but they wouldn't be able to lay their hands on this. I will keep my fingers crossed, and I will urge you to do same. Finally, well, I would love to delve a bit or tilt to Imo State. Imo State has been, characterized within the last few days by tumult and lots of political occurrences, both on and off the pitch. Okay, some of these occurrences have been perpetrated by the Governor Hope Uzodinma, talking about the recent assault on the NLC president. To that effect, I have somebody from the NLC, Emmanuel Obuaja. Emmanuel Obuaja is the General Secretary of the Nigerian Labour Congress, or Secretary General, you can call it that if you like. Alright, according to him, for over 3 years, workers in Imo State have been without salaries. They have all been brought out, disgraced and called ghost workers because they were trying to be depleted from the payroll of the state government. But according to Emmanuel Obuaja, he is of the opinion that why hasn't this particular issue been addressed? Rather, heinous activities and unpolitical occurrences like assaulting the Nigerian Labour Congress chairman, Comrade Joe Ajaero, has been taking the helm of affairs or the front stage of recent times. This man, Emmanuel Obuaja, the Secretary General of the NLC, has thrown his bitter, his bitter reactions to Hope Uzodinma and his cohorts. Hence the reason why this strike action has stood more strong than it has ever come. Please, stay tuned.
Which directive? Courts are supposed to be, you have case amongst parties. We're not aware that we're in court with anybody. If anybody takes us to court, we'll respond to them in court. All we're doing is trying to get the federal government to respect the tripod system of social dialogue, to appreciate the need for discussion and not avoidance, to appreciate the need for safe work environment, to appreciate the need that a worker is worthy of his wages. For over 3.5 years, workers in Imo State have been dehumanized. They've been without salaries. They've been called ghost workers. And all we talk about, why hasn't anybody put the issue of the workers on the front burner? We've been crying over this, and people keep telling you when is the right time. When is the right time? We confronted Governor Hope Uzodinma 2021. When is the right time? We confronted him 2022. When is the right time? We confronted him 2023. When is the right time? When is the right time for the right thing to be done? And for us to continue in this trajectory of violence. He had moved from violating the rights and brutalizing workers to their leadership, to our properties in Imo, and now to the leader of the largest center in Africa.
Absolutely, if I may butt in again, I mean, you did mention that, look, what happened in Imo State. Ajaero was attacked in Imo State, and some would say it is only logical that you take your case against the government of Imo State and not make it a national issue.
The government of Imo State does not have a state police except the talks they are carrying around. We have a federal police that supervised the brutalization of the president of Nigerian Labour Congress. So we don't have, it wasn't the local vigilante, we have named names of federal police. So are we discussing jurisdiction here? It's a federal matter. When it was a local matter, we went to Imo State to resolve a local matter. But the Nigerian police made it a federal matter by the way they maltreated and brutalized not just the NLC president, other workers were brutalized. The NLC president is just the symbol of what transpired. So clearly for us, all we have requested was an independent investigation into what transpired. And we have received a very sickening, cold silence. And for Christ's sake, you don't expect us to turn it to an NSAS riot for you to hear the Nigerian workers. If you can't hear the Nigerian workers, if an organized group like the NLC, like the TUC, can be reduced to rubbles, the way the government has gone about this, then you will then know that our kids that were turned to dust in the toll gate of Lagos clearly had something to say. So for us, we turn the wheels, we turn the production of the country. So we're not going to sit back and allow people turn a civilized society to survival of the fittest, the brute.
All right.
No,
Mr.
no.
Gwaja,
we want justice.
Okay, that was Emmanuel Ogbuaja, the Secgen of the Nigerian Labour Congress. Workers have been treated badly enough, and this is time for the government to put workers into consideration. Whether the government like it or not, they must do the needful, or the country remains under lockdown. Let us see the country they will govern. Kudos to the NLC for taking this brave step. Kudos to the TUC for taking this bold step. Thank you so much for staying this far. Please like our videos, share them. Don't forget to drop a comment for us in the comment section. Please don't forget to also watch till the end. If not, you wouldn't get the final details. So, I would like to urge you finally, if you're watching me for the first time, tap the subscribe button quickly so we will increase our community, so we'll be able to serve you better. And if you've been watching me and you always find my updates late, why not tap the notification bell so that anytime I drop a fresh update, you will be amongst the first people to know about it. Wouldn't you love that? See you next time. Bye.